I'm Melanie Kane Stage. I'm president of HAWKE, the Humane Association of Wildlife Care and Education. And we take care of birds and reptiles, but we also do large mammals. I mean, this male bobcat we named Braveheart was found in February on the middle of the bridge at the little bridge on 207 going to Hastings. He was trapped. He was hit by a car and he was staggering, and this woman stopped and flagged down traffic and made people go around him, and then she called tons of places and finally got hold of us. And I called George Letts, who works at the Sheriff's Department, and he helps with large animals for the county. And he went over and got it in a kennel because the animal was so out of it from being injured that he was just staggering. So he got him in the kennel and brought him to me. I put him in our ICU room, and he was just, his eyes were just like ping pong balls bouncing back and forth, and he was just like, his whole body was just shaking. So I didn't really think he was going to pull through. I gave him a piece of meat with a cortisone on it in case his brain was swelling, and I covered him up and put him in a warm place. And then the next morning he was a little more alert, but he still wasn't growling or acting like you see he acts now. So I called the vets, and they said because he had a bad head injury, he could not be knocked out because I could actually kill him. So I went there, and they gave me antibiotics and the medicine, and I had to give him special drugs like twice a day. And then because he's a wild animal and he's exposed to a lot of things, we also put him through a whole series of worming to make sure he was free of parasites. We had a really nice large cage specifically made for bobcats, otters, and large foxes that's got steel lining like up to here so they can't chew through the wire. And then also we put a special igloo in there, a dog igloo where he could hide. And there was a little baby otter pool in there, which worked perfectly. We put shavings in there, and he used it as his cat box, so he was able to stay nice and clean. And we had to feed him. We fed him a lot because he was kind of skinny, and he would stay in that kennel and hardly leave. As soon as you left, he'd come out, but he was very secretive. And so after he finished the whole worming routine, which you have to wait 3 weeks and redo it, and we got weight on him, and his perfect. There was no broken bones, thank goodness. He was mainly just badly bruised in the head injury. And so after the first few days, we thought he was going to originally die because he just laid there, he didn't move. But then every day he got a little better. And then this week I said, well, he's ready to go. He's finished all his medicines, he's doing great. So 2 weeks ago we have a specific trap, a live trap for bobcats. And we jammed the door open so it wouldn't shut, and we started feeding him in there. Otherwise, he's not going to go in the trap. So we put all his food in there. He was going in there. He just thought it was someplace to get food. So last night, we tied the chicken back in the back of the trap, and he got caught. And boy, he was really, really mad. So I put sheets over it, and it was dark, and he settled down. And then in the morning, we got him out here to release him because he was ready to go, but he was scared. I mean, the animal is a smart animal, and he wanted to make sure that he was safe. He wasn't just going to run out in front of a bunch of people. And then the lady that found him, she's out in Colorado, or I would have had her come, but she was very brave to sit out there with the cat and guard him till we got help, because normally someone just comes and shoots them, usually. And there's no way, people are afraid to capture them. So he was a very lucky cat, and we wanted to let him go back where he came from, but like 3 days after we got him in, I was driving a Palaka, and I went over that bridge looking for where he was found, and there was another bobcat, most likely his mate, totally flattened with just the head and the paw, right where he was found. So I knew we couldn't put him back there. That's their traditional crossing area. And the bridge has, really tall sides, and it's 2 lanes. So even if he makes it past the one, he gets caught in the other, and they just don't understand what cars are. And people don't see them because they're, the camouflage. They usually are out early in the morning or at night. This was like 10:30 at night. So people don't see them, and they hit them. And usually they die. So he was extremely lucky. That's why I named him Braveheart, because he was so brave to, fight for his life, and he was just a gorgeous animal. So we were very fortunate to share time with him.